Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good morning, everyone. We are going to start the agenda and bounce around. We know why many of you are here, and you know, it's an important day to recognize an important individual in our county. But we'll start off first with a motion to recess the commissioners' meeting to hold a retirement board meeting. Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
There was a second? Okay, motion to call the retirement board meeting to order.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the August 21st, 2024 agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the July 17th, 2024 minutes.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Under new business, motion to approve the refunds of contributions from employees no longer with the county, and there are 5 people listed.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 2, motion to approve the following retirements. There are 2 people listed.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn the retirement board meeting.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to reconvene the commissioners meeting.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
First item is public comments or questions concerning today's agenda. Seeing none, we'll move on to number 1. Motion to approve the August 21st, 2024 agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the August 8th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the August 14th, 2024 conference minutes. This meeting I will abstain from voting on. I was not present.
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment of the general fund and county bills in the amount of $555,078.33.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment of the bridge repair account in the amount of $22,467.31.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment from the Pike County Employees Health Insurance Fund in the amount of $40,830.20.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to return taxes for the property located in Matamoras Borough in the amount of $99.34 due to an error.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, here we're going to jump now down to new business. On the Zoom, we have, I believe, our bond counsel and also David Payne, who comes from PNC, because we're in the process of doing some borrowing to carry us through with some cash flow that we need to recognize until the end of the year. So we'll move to new business, and I need a motion first to execute the borrowing base certificate of the County of Pike, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Right,
that's
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Number 1, I have a
Second.
motion and second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Jen, can I just go through and do the motion for number 2 also?
Yes, you may do that, and I'm happy to explain the ordinance.
And then we'll put you on after.
Before you do that?
Yep, we can put you on after that. Okay?
Okay, sounds
Okay.
great.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 34-2024, authorizing and approving, among other things, issuance of a general obligation note in the principal amount of $2,600,000 to finance the county's refunding projects as described in the ordinance and to pay costs of issuing such a note and acceptance of Wayne Bank's proposal to serve as purchaser of such a note. Need a motion?
A motion.
Okay. Motion by Krista, second by me.
Abstain.
Abstain. All in favor?
Aye.
I just have a question for the solicitor. The motion actually says $2,630,000. Do we need to amend or change that?
I think that's the right number now, isn't it, Jennifer? 2,630?
Yes,
Oh, it's two, it is?
yes,
$2
no,
million.
it's $2,600,000 is the correct number.
Yeah, that's why I changed it, because I had a note here that got changed,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just on the agenda.
Yeah, it's just on
Okay,
there.
so I'll make that reflect.
Need a revise.
2,006,000.
Yep, and that's the way the motion was made, I read it that way, so you
Okay.
know, okay?
Okay.
So, the motion is passed, so Jen, would you, please give us a description of what this is, so that everybody understands what we're doing?
Sure, certainly. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jennifer Karen. As was mentioned, I'm a bond attorney with Eckert, Siemens in Harrisburg, And, as bond counsel, we prepared the debt ordinance that's before the commissioners that they just acted upon. Essentially, it authorizes the refunding, as Mr. Chairman explained. It authorizes the issuance of what's referred to as general obligation debt, the county under the Local Government Unit Debt Act, to basically pay the cost of the refunding project, which entails paying at maturity the upcoming debt service payment due on an outstanding series of bonds from 2022 and the interest associated with that. Again, that's to basically restructure just a certain portion of the county's outstanding debt. It does approve, by way of the ordinance, the Wayne Bank proposal that sets forth the terms of the loan, which specify that the loan will carry a tax-exempt fixed interest rate for the term of the loan, which will be 3.69%, and that rate will be in effect until the loan matures on October 1st, 2035, or until it is prepaid at an earlier time, which the county may do without any payment penalty or any premium associated with that early prepayment. The ordinance authorizes the, excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather this morning, authorizes the execution of all the closing documents, including the form of the note, which is included at Exhibit B to the ordinance. And lastly, I'll just cover that the general obligation means that this loan is secured by the full faith credit and taxing power of the county. And within the ordinance, it contains the covenant that the county will repay the debt service on the note, and that is set forth at Exhibit A to the ordinance, just for your reference. Lastly, the ordinance authorizes all the necessary action, including the filings to be made with the Department of Community and Economic Development with respect to the debt proceedings. That includes the ordinance enacted today and a few other financial documents that the county will execute in connection with the ordinance. We file that with DCD. They have a 20-day approval period. In the meantime, we'll prepare the closing documents and we'll move toward the closing, which has been set for September 26th, at which time the refunding proceeds will be available for the county to use for the refunding project. And with that, I'm happy to answer any other questions that you may have.
Any questions?
Yeah, I have a couple. So, the amount that you're issuing is 2.6 million. What's the payoff? How much is getting paid off?
The refunding amount is $2,560,000.
Okay, so it's essentially, it's like almost like a swap.
It's just a refunding. It's a permissible refunding under the Debt Act and federal law.
Okay.
It's not a swap.
So, is there? I'm a little confused. Why is this being done just a couple months before the bond matures?
The bond itself doesn't mature. It's just one maturity of a series of bonds,
okay.
And this is being done to restructure the debt. But I can turn it back to the commissioners if they want to further elaborate.
Okay. So, in other words, is there additional cash that's needed by the county? Is that why we're looking?
Right now, we are looking at a cash flow. Just the way bills are being paid and the way cash is coming into the county, we just felt, we have a balanced budget, but it's just the way payment comes into the county from different sources. We felt like we needed to have a little cushion to the end of the year. So this will all get addressed then when we redo our budget next year. And I'll just tell you, the plan is to figure out how to repay this back. But right now, we need to have some cash in hand. You know, the treasurers, and I'm not blaming the treasurer, but you know, the treasurer has brought it to our attention that we've got to make sure that there's enough cash in reserve.
When was this identified that there might be an issue?
Probably in the last month or so, as he was seeing tax dollars come in. You know, taxes come in early. I mean, there is a little bit of a, just, you know, when the county's budget goes from January to December, but our tax dollars don't actually come in until March or April, it kind of puts a real stress on us in the beginning because we've got to make sure we have enough bills there. So there was a little stress this year. So, you know, this is business decisions that we just need to do to make sure that there's enough cash on hand.
Thank you, Matt.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Is there anything else we need to, that's all we need to do, correct? Jen, Dave? I know Dave Payne is on there, but I'm not sure Dave has much he needs to add to this. You did a fine job, Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you, my pleasure. And Krista has the documentation for the signature pages needed for the associated ordinance and related documents. And thank you very much for your time today, and look forward to the closing.
Thank you. Take care. Take care, Dave. Thank you. Okay.
Take care.
Now we'll move back to our regularly scheduled program. And we're going to move right away to the end of the agenda where we're recognizing Sheriff Kerry Welch for his years of service in the county. You know, and I'll start off and just say, you know, as long as I've been commissioner, Kerry has been here for 7.5 years, and he has proved himself to be an exemplary leader to our sheriff's department. I just want to recognize that. It's an honor for me to have served with you. I know prior to that you were the chief deputy, and that was just as an important role. But I guess the other side of this, we were just talking to the press about this, is also the leadership that you've shown your men and women officers in this county, that everybody can recognize that all of them take their jobs extremely seriously. They're very professional about everything they do. They recognize the duties that are upon them. And sometimes I think many of us forget the importance of law enforcement, you know? I mean, there's a job that all of you do, men and women, every day, whether it's the sheriff's department, we have probation here, we have the warden here, we have Eastern Pike Regional, you know, all of this is so important to the safety of this community, but it takes leadership to make sure that we have those men and women underneath your leadership. So, you know, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for the county. I know there's some here that want to speak further about this, and I guess we can just start off if that's, I'll leave it to the other two commissioners before I cut anybody off up here anyway.
Thank you, Chair.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yes, what I would say is I have not known another sheriff in my time here, so this will be a different step for me, but we're always proud of your representation of the county and the job you do by making sure that your entire staff is professional and courteous to everyone who visits one of our offices and really visits the county and the town. But the most important thing, you do it as a gentleman. And if you could say one thing about Kerry is that he's a fine gentleman. And you cannot have the truck, please leave it when you go.
We teased him earlier and said we were this close to giving him the truck at the time, and but it lost by 1 vote. We'll leave it at that.
It was not me.
It was me.
We're in the business, man.
So Sheriff, I will say to you, it's been such a pleasure working with you in the short time that I've had to know you in this capacity. From the time that I arrived at my first prison board meeting, you were kind, and that spoke a lot to me. And I also just want to say that all of us come to work because we have families to take care of. I don't think any of us would be here if we didn't have a family to look after ourselves. And so kudos to you and your family for saying we want you back. And kudos to you for saying I'm coming back. So I just appreciate that, and good luck to you.
Thanks. I want to say to you folks, it's been a pleasure. Matt said, well, I only knew one time we didn't agree, and you got over it. Well, that's the way to be. You have to work.
He didn't get over it.
We did.
I'm kidding.
Matt a long time, you know, and he's been friends a long time. And you guys supported me to the fullest, and I truly appreciate that to get us where we are today. Thank you.
Your leadership, and we'll start off in the order that I have listed here. And first is we have Patty Monahan from Senator Casey's office. Patty, the floor is yours.
Okay. First, I'm going to shake his hands. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Sheriff,
Thank you.
it's been a pleasure. Well, Sheriff, Senator Casey is unable to make it today. He could not be here due to his schedule. However, I'd like to read a letter on his behalf. Dear Sheriff Welch, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to you on your retirement from Pike County. Over 50 years of service, including 7 years as their sheriff. Working in government is an honor and a privilege. Your decades of public service speak to your commitment and your dedication to the citizens of Pike County. Your decades of hard work have served to benefit not only your constituents, but your community. It will be felt for years to come. Please accept my best wishes for a happy and enjoyable retirement, and may the years ahead be rewarding and fulfilling. United States Senator Bob Casey Jr. I'd like to present that to you.
Okay, then we have Tony Herzog is here from Senator Lisa Baker's office. Hi, Tony.
How you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Senator Baker wishes she could be here today also, the schedule didn't allow, but we have a certificate of recognition prepared from the Senate of Pennsylvania. And it reads, the continuing development of a strong Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and a strong United States of America depends on the encouragement and good citizenship on the part of each and every individual to support the succeeding generations. Concern for community, commitment of humankind, and the acceptance of responsibility are qualities of good citizenship. May this certificate serve as a lasting reminder of your 27 years in law enforcement, your dedication to protecting your neighbors and the community as an expression of Senator Baker's best wishes for your future endeavors. And congratulations very much.
Thank you so much.
We have Lisa Miller from Representative Probst's office. Hi, Lisa.
Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Again, Representative Probst could not be here today because of her schedule, but we have prepared this citation in honor of your retirement. Whereas the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania is always pleased to recognize those individuals who selflessly devote themselves to enriching and improving the lives of their fellow citizens. And whereas it is with great pleasure and pride for those achievements that we salute the exemplary effort, work ethic, dedication, and community service and self-sacrifice that have been elemental in the individual's success and their dedication to helping others. And whereas Sheriff Kerry Walsh is one such individual, and now therefore the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pays tribute to Pike County Sheriff Kerry Walsh on his retirement, offers best wishes for a continued tradition of excellent service and humanitarian endeavors in the years to come, and directs that a copy of this citation be sponsored by the Honorable Tara Probst on August 20th, 2024.
So we had a note from Representative Olsemer, he just could not make it here, but he will see that you get a citation from his office also in the future, as events uncovered here through your retirement. Okay. I know I have the mayor of Milford here. Was he here to speak to Kerry or no? Or
no, but I'm happy to say congratulations, Kerry. You've always been, I agree with Ron, such a gentleman, how you conducted yourself in the county business. So much appreciated.
So others that are here, and I'm not putting anybody on the spot, but I know that we have the wardens here. Did you guys have anything you wanted to say?
We're gonna miss you, Kerry. You know we have a great working relationship, and like everybody's already said, he's just a great guy, strong leader, and I know I'm gonna miss you on the prison board. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bob, the PD.
I don't know where to start. I'm very emotional. I'm here through my father's spirit. I've known Kerry my entire life. He's known me since basically birth. My father always was incredibly positive when he spoke of Kerry. They were state troopers together for a very long period of time. Again, my father would just speak so highly of Kerry. My interaction with Kerry over the years has been exemplary. He is, when people say a gentleman, I believe that isn't quite enough to express the type of person that he is. I would often say to people that it's very hard for me to encounter anyone that did not like Kerry Welch. And I think that the way he comports himself and has comported himself over this great period of time is a wonder to me, really. He's an incredible individual, and I'm going to miss him. Thank you. Thank you, Bob.
I would just echo the thoughts of everybody else. Obviously, I've known Kerry. I've been in my job for 4 decades here, and I think I've worked with Kerry and probably during all those, whether it was with the state police, the sheriff's office. He's always presented himself everybody else has said, professionally. Every time I've had a conversation with him, you know, we've not always agreed on everything, but probably most things, and he's always welcomed me into his office, and haven't had to have an appointment to talk to him. He's had questions for me, you know, we've done the same. I just wish him the best. I know his family, you know, and again, I just wish him the best in his retirement, and as he moves on to this next chapter in his life.
Thank you for coming. I think that's honorable to our sheriff that you showed up here to recognize his retirement. Chad, and if you guys want to say anything.
Absolutely. Kerry, congratulations. Obviously, you got a lot of heart in this room, and we want to extend our congratulations to you as well. You've been a dedicated public servant for many years, most of those in law enforcement, and we appreciate that and wish you all the best in retirement.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'll do a picture, and then, I mean, you can stick around for the rest of the fun festivities here, but, or you can leave. Yes, you can, I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, yeah, absolutely, go ahead.
I appreciate all this, but I had a teacher and his dad. I had many state police teachers. My coach was my chaplain, who I met in 1973 when I came here as a trooper. But the best person that taught me a lot was my father. You know, do the job, finish the job, and do it right. And I'll never forget that. And my mother was a Christian. She taught me to love the Bible and God. I miss him. So, thank you.
Thank you. Photo up in front here. Bob, you don't want to be in the picture? Come on. Come on. Of course you're allowed in the picture. Dad, you be in the picture. Come on. Come on. Bring it on down. I'm a short guy. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Have a few people sit in front so we can, would you mind?
Somebody can join me. I'll get up there quick.
Tom.
Greg?
Craig?
Tom?
Warden?
No.
Warden.
Back row?
Tall guys in the back.
Okay, if everyone could look over here. Okay, just a few more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I do.
I was going to say
Thank you.
Sheriff.
Thank you so much.
This is just a quiet
Hey, thank you, thanks for coming very much.
Appreciate that. Thank you for all you have done for us. Thank you so much. Thank you for our meeting.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I'm not gonna say how old I was, but.
When I tell people Joey Pizza was my elementary.
Oh, 17.
Thank you for enjoy your time.
Yes, thank you.
Bring that up.
You were living the good life, though,
Yeah.
17.
Alrighty.
We're downhill now.
Susan, that door shut around last week.
And then there was 9. Okay, we'll move on to the next part of our agenda, which is under personnel. Motion to change the status of Shannon Rewald from part-time clerk to full-time clerk in the Commissioner's office for a 30-hour work week effective August 21st, 2024, with benefits after 90 days. This is a replacement position.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Questions? All in favor? Old business. Motion to award the bid for the purchase of fortified flavored beverage bases for the period of September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025 on behalf of the correctional facility for Bernard Food Industries in the amount of $9,797.76.
Motion.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the contractor's application for payment from Dunmore Roofing and Supply Company Incorporated for the Bennett Avenue Building 1 roof replacement project.
One thing, Krista, the amount of that, you should put the amount in the motion.
What is the amount?
$16,100.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion with that change.
Okay, we have a motion with the change. Any questions? Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Okay, under new business, move down to number 3. Motion to authorize the chairman to execute the air quality testing proposal from Riddle Environmental Services on behalf of the correctional facility.
Motion.
Motion is second, all in favor? Aye. Motion to authorize the chairman to execute the memorandum of understanding between Saw Creek Estates and the County of Pike on behalf of the Area Agency on Aging.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second, questions? All in favor?
Matt, I have a quick question. I'm sorry, I just need to ask this and then get out of here or something. But can you tell me who is going to be taking over for Kerry Walsh in the interim before the governor steps in?
My understanding, the process works this way, that after, I believe it's August 30th is when the sheriff's last day, is that Jason Cameron, the chief deputy, assumes the title. I don't know about the title, but he assumes the duties of sheriff until at some point in the future, 2 things can occur. The governor reappoints somebody as sheriff, that's the governor's duties, or it goes to the election is next year for sheriff anyway, because they're off cycle from the rest of the row officers. So that's what would happen right now. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right. We're 2 years, the sheriff is 2 years off because in the 50s, somehow instead of just an interim sheriff, so it stays consistent with all the municipal officers, he's 2 years different from everybody
The
else.
sheriff passed away in like 1958 or something, which caused this change in.
Yeah, they should have done an interim until the next cycle, and they did that. They messed it all up.
Well, I don't think that's, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, it's unusual.
But that's who the acting sheriff will be, Jason Cameron.
That's the guy who's sitting next.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, chief deputy.
Sorry. I didn't hear.
That's okay. All right, we'll move
Can
on
they
to the-
fix that interim thing to put it back on the regular cycle?
Trust me, I wish I could.
It has to do, it also has to do with,
You can get that fixed.
it's more than that, it has to do with about when they resigned in the middle of the term, that there's some, Ray Tonkin have looked at this, where there's some cycle then to get it back. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
There's other counties that have this problem. You'll just go through other counties on this item, and you'll see in some counties, the DA is running separate from everybody else, and in fact, Center County is like that because of the death of the DA, remember that year, when the DA died in office.
Yeah, what they should have done is just keep them interim until the next election cycle, but they didn't know then, so it's just, no, I can't fix it at this point.
I mean, I just wondered if,
Yeah.
interim was the solution, temporary solution, can it be interim?
No, because
just
then there's some
go
law
back
that
to
says
regular?
that the election must occur after a certain vacancy.
It's the term requirements. We have our judges
You have it.
and inspectors of election that run off year 2.
Okay. Number 5, motion to authorize the chairman to execute the Brooks Cabin Road Dirt, Gravel, and Low Volume Road Maintenance Project Agreement between Pike County Conservation District and the County of Pike. Motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Ellen, do you want to speak a little bit about this or no?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, we're good too. Thank you. Thanks for coming. So that's the one, that's a road that the county owns, so you know, and we're gonna have it refurbished through dirt and gravel. It's up there at the Shoal Falls. Right, it's a short little road that we own. Number 6, motion to authorize the chairman to execute the Pike Criminal Addiction Response Effort, Pike Care Sub-Grant Award Notification on behalf of Adult Probation Department. Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to execute the Dixon House 2025 grant application on behalf of the District Attorney's Office.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion to execute the purchase of service agreement between Pesavant Memorial Homes Incorporated and the County of Pike on behalf of the Children Youth Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the Human Services Emergency Rental Assistance Program 2.0 payment voucher in the amount of $13,471.92 on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $2,850 payable to the Santam Incorporated on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $2,500 payable to John Colvinback Jr. on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $3,000 payable to Marlia Belova on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Motion is second. All in favor? Number 13, motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $3,000 payable to the East Hartford Street LP on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $3,000 payable to the O'Sullivan KN Rental LLC on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $2,950 payable to Regina Thonig on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $3,000 payable to JCNT LLC on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment vouchers in the amount of $52.75 payable to the Recorder of Deeds on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Motion to authorize the chairman to execute satisfaction of mortgage on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Motion to execute the letter of engagement between Z&A LLC and the County of Pike.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions? All in favor? Under miscellaneous, as you, every meeting we have the Penn State Extension calendar of events, and we move on to press and public comment.
I could ask a question.
Sure you can.
The home thing that you're talking about, is that the municipal or the rehab liens?
Is that the what?
The municipal, liens and the rehab liens that are given by the county?
The home.
Is that home thing, that those
Yes.
payments that you
Yeah.
all did, is that where they're generated from?
Yeah.
Okay, just curious.
Anything else? Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Thank you. Thank you.